Mark.
Well, I get the feeling that most of you always do what you wanted to do. Me? I didn't. I mean, I was just a kid for a while. Then one day, my father had this fabulous library in the back of the house. And when I was about 11, I guess, I found this medical textbook. It had pictures of the male and female anatomy. I found it pretty interesting. I used to read that book a lot.
Now, were you just interested in medicine, or were you interested in the picture?
No, no!
Hello, 12.
Hello, 13. Changes all.
Down below, above. Time to doubt.
To break out. It's a mess.
It's a mess.
Time to grow.
Adolescence. Too young to take over. Too old to ignore.
I'm almost ready.
What for? There's a lot I am not certain of. Hello, 12. Hello, 13. Hello.
From the book, I diagnosed my own appendicitis. Next day, I went to the doctor down the block. Sure enough, acute appendicitis. They rushed me right to the hospital. Well, I figured this book would cover everything the rest of my life. And then when I was 13, I had my first wet dream. Oh, straight back to the book. Milky discharge. Milky discharge. Milky discharge. Gonorrhea. I was in shock. I mean, gonorrhea. Before I even started, I was terrified. I mean, I couldn't even tell my mother that I had gonorrhea. So the book should take a lot of water.
Is that all the books though?
No, it said take penicillin and something or other. But I couldn't do anything about that unless I told somebody. So all I could do was drink the water. And I drank like 20 glasses a day. For 3 weeks, I almost drowned. Finally, I went to confession and told the priest I had gonorrhea. Well, he was in shock too. Who have you been with, my son? Nobody. Nobody! Then how can you have gonorrhea? Well, I told him about the book's diagnosis for my milky discharge, and he set me straight. It was the only time the church ever helped me out. Well, I was
4'10", 4'10". That's the story of my life. I remember when everybody was my size. What was that great? But then everybody started moving up, and there I was, stuck at 4'10", 4'10". But I kept hoping and praying. I used to hang from a parallel bar by the hour, hoping I'd stretch just an inch more. 'Cause I was into dancing then, and I was good. I wanted so much to grow up and be a prima ballerina. Then I went out for cheerleader, and they told me, no dice, you'll get lost on the football field. The pom-poms are bigger than you. I spent my whole childhood waiting to grow boobs. When am I gonna grow boobs?
Secret. My whole life was a secret. One little thought, and they called me Stevie for 3 years.
By 13, hello, down below, above.
I say, Mom, you're so young.
Seeing Daddy naked.
Time to grow, time to grow.
Mom and Dad were doing it.
I'm gonna be a movie star.
But you see, the only thing about me that grew was my desire. I was never gonna be 14-year-old brat.
I thought you said you were 21.
So I got caught. But I don't look it, and I should not because I've always been able to work. From the time I was 5, it's summer stock. Up till now I've never stopped. Cause whatever I am excited because I'm gonna go to the High School of Performing Arts. I mean, I was dying to be a serious actress. Anyways, the first day back in class, and we're in the auditorium, and our teacher, Mr. Carp. Anyway, he puts us up on the stage with our legs around each other, one in back of the other, and he says to us, "Okay, we're gonna do improvisations. Now, you're on a bobsled. It's snowing out, and it's cold. Okay, go." Every day for a week we would try to feel the motion down the hill. Every day for a week we would try to hear the wind rush, feel the chill. So I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see what I had inside. Yes, I dug right down to the bottom of my soul, and I tried. And everybody's going whoosh, whoosh. I feel the snow, I feel the cold, I feel the air. And Carp comes to me and he says, "Okay, Morales, what did you feel?" "Nothing." I said, "Nothing. I'm feeling nothing." And he says, "Nothing could get a girl transferred." They all felt something, but I felt nothing, except the feeling that this lesson was absurd. And I told myself, hey, maybe it's only the first week, and maybe it's genetics. They don't have bobsleds in San Juan. Second week, more advanced, and we had to be a table, be a sports car, ice cream cone. Mr. Carp, he would say, "Very good, except Morales. Try Morales all alone." So I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see how an ice cream felt. Yes, I dug right down to the bottom of my soul, and I tried to melt. And the kids yelled nothing. They called me nothing. And Carp allowed it, which really makes me mad. They were so helpful. They called me hopeless until I really didn't know where else to turn. And Carp kept saying, "Morales, I think you should transfer to Girls High. You'll never be an actress, never." Jesus Christ. Went to church, praying Santa Maria said,